The use of creeds, actually, guys, it's not a late invention. Okay. Now, one of the things that I think has been a staple of some of the leaders in the movement of the Restoration movement have been anti-creedal. Okay, so so they say we have no creed but Christ, no creed but the Bible. And I think that is a mistake in some ways because of what Peter said in this first passage. Now, if we go back and look at the passage, he says that, the Apostle Paul has written some things according to the wisdom that was given to him. He's written to those, to you, as also in all his epistles, speaking in them of these things, in which some things are hard to understand. You see that? But then he says, which untaught and unstable people twist to their own destruction as they do the rest of the Scriptures. And so, we can, these creeds actually are in the Scriptures themselves. There are creeds in the Scriptures that were used by the apostles and the early church to communicate the truth of the gospel to them. And one of them is Colossians chapter 1, 15 through 20. Okay? I wrote a paper about this when I was in Bible college. It's called the Christological Hymn. Okay? In Colossians chapter 1, 15 through 20. And this is where Paul says this. He says, He, Christ, is the image of the invisible God, the firstborn over all creation. For by Him all things were created that are in heaven and that are on earth, visible and invisible, whether thrones or dominions or principalities or powers. All things were created through Him and for Him, and He is before all things, and in Him all things consist. And He is the head of the body, the church, who is the beginning, the firstborn from the dead, that in all things He may have the preeminence. For it pleased the Father that in Him all the fullness should dwell, and by Him to reconcile all things to Himself, by Him, whether things on earth or things in heaven, having made peace through the blood of His cross. The word of the Lord.